I am a really bad investor and I've been incredibly naughty, and that is why I have been punished. Over my last few videos, I showed you just how much cash I've been holding in my investment accounts, and that goes against everything that us as a community holds dear. So in this video, I'm going to show you the numbers that represent just how much I lost by being a terrible investor. I want to share with you guys my ups and downs throughout my entire journey, and I want to be open and give you lessons as to why maybe you shouldn't hold so much cash, or maybe you should stay invested for the long term, which is what everyone says. But anyway, let's look at my Trading 212 Stocks and Shares ISA portfolio. You can see year to date, my return has been a positive 2.1%. Or in terms of pounds and pence, that's £2,683.26. Now, on the face of it, it doesn't seem too terrible. What are we in now? We're in April, a 2.1% return. At least it's positive. But when we compare it against the benchmark, which is typically the S&P 500, things seem to change quite a bit. Now, year to date, the S&P 500 has actually gone up by 4.67%. Not too long ago, the S&P 500 was actually down year to date, but we've had an incredible recovery. And honestly, looking at this recovery makes me kind of sick. From bottom to top, it's almost a 13% recovery, which just means that, if anyone is perfect at timing the market, that's another 13% added to the size of your portfolio. But then again, who is a perfect market timer? Definitely not me. So in this video, I'm going to show you just how much in terms of pounds and pence I've lost over the past year. And once again, this is another exercise in just understanding that time in the market is probably better than trying to time the market. As always, I'm using the Trading 212 app, and if you would like to sign up to Trading 212 and receive a free fractional share worth up to £100, then all you have to do is to follow the link in the description box down below, or if you're on the TV, scan this QR code appearing over here. Alternatively, if you've already signed up to Trading 212 over the past 10 days but have not received your free fractional share, then all you have to do is to go into the 3 horizontal line menu at the bottom of the screen. Then scroll all the way down until you see the section Use Promo Code. And in this section, just use the code JUBAIR and you should receive a free fractional share. Okay, so I've been crunching the numbers, and if I had stayed invested into the S&P 500, which, mind you, I wouldn't have even done that. But let's, for argument's sake, compare against the S&P 500 and assume that we could have tracked it one by one, which again, you can't do as a UK investor. I would be up by 4.67% year to date, and my portfolio would be up by £5,996. So right now, my Trading 212 Stocks and Shares ISA would be worth over £130,000 had I not been meddling around and being a terrible investor. Now that's pretty sickening to know, almost £6,000 that I could have had more. If I had known that I would have lost out on it, I could have spent that £6,000. I could have bought a second car to whip around in town or many other things, and it would have been completely tax-free. What a shame. But things get even worse. Now, over the past year, my Trading 212 Stocks and Shares ISA is up by 22%, or in terms of pounds and pence, that's £22,697.11, which actually seems pretty good, but we have to understand the full picture here. A year ago, we were in the midst of a massive crash, and that is why it looks more dramatic than it actually is, because there was a quick recovery. In either case, 22% a year is fantastic until you compare it with the S&P 500. Now, over the past year, the S&P 500 is up by 29.68%. Now, it becomes more dramatic when you compare it against something like the iShares Core S&P 500, which is up by 34.19%. Now, let's say I had invested into this, which I wouldn't have over the past year anyway. I would have been up by, get this, 12,576, which is almost exactly the personal allowance in the UK but because it was in a stocks and shares ISA, I could have bought a pretty decent second-hand car or gone on a very nice holiday. Now, things get better or worse depending on which ETF I could have invested into, but then again, we can't really go back into the experiment and change the ETFs because we could really go in and say we could have invested into SanDisk. But anyway, if I had invested into this, I would have been up by even more, and just to think about it is pretty sickening. So if I had invested into this fund and kept it there and did not meddle, I would be up by over £18,000. Now, I could have bought a brand new electric car for that amount, or I could have just done anything or kept it in my stocks and shares ISA and have a whole lot more for later. And that's the thing that you usually see with the stock market. If you stay invested, you're opening up your chances of getting some of the returns from the best days of the stock market. Now, the stock market does go down and stock market crashes are a real thing and they're pretty scary, but when the stock market goes up, based on dozens of years of history, it is just a few days that propel the stock market up. And by missing just a few days, you can miss out on most of the returns of the stock market long term. So yeah, I've been a really bad investor, and as a result, I will be getting bad results, and that's fine. It's a lesson learned, and at least you're also not the one who has to learn these lessons, I hope. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.